Have you ever been around a girl and thought, is she into me? Or am I just imagining things? Well, the truth is, while words can be confusing, body language rarely lies. In fact, psychology tells us that most attraction signals are nonverbal. So if you're paying attention, her actions will tell you everything you need to know. In today's video, we're going to break down 10 subtle yet powerful body language signs that often reveal when a girl has more than just friendly feelings for you. These signs are easy to miss if you're not looking for them, but once you learn them, you'll never be in the dark again. Let's dive right in. 1. Playing with her hair. When a girl is attracted to someone, she may start playing with her hair more than usual. You might notice her twirling a strand between her fingers, flipping her hair over her shoulder, or running her hand through it. These movements are rarely done consciously. They often signal nervous energy, a desire to self-soothe, or a way to draw attention subtly. Hair is closely tied to appearance, and adjusting it around someone she likes often shows she cares about how she looks in front of them. It's a small but telling action that says, I want to be noticed. Even girls with shorter hair will still engage in similar movements, like brushing their bangs aside or smoothing the sides. This body language often happens during conversation or when she thinks you're looking at her. If she's doing this along with smiling, laughing, or looking at you from time to time, it could mean she's trying to create a stronger connection without saying a word. 2. Lip touching or licking. When a girl is around someone she likes, she often becomes more aware of her facial expressions, especially her lips. You might notice her subtly licking her lips, pressing them together, or even gently biting them. These small gestures are rarely done on purpose, but they signal nervousness, interest, and a desire to look more presentable. Lips are a key part of expression. People tend to focus on them when talking, so if she's paying extra attention to hers, she may be hoping you are too. It's similar to fixing her hair. It's about wanting to make a good impression. It can also be a way to release nervous energy. If she's feeling excited or a bit anxious around you, her body might show it in subtle ways like this. A quick glance and lip adjustment can say a lot without her needing to say anything. If you notice this happening while you're talking, especially along with eye contact or a smile, it's a solid clue that she's enjoying your company and trying to look her best for you. 3. Gentle self-touching. When a girl is near someone she likes, she may start lightly touching herself. Not in an obvious way, but in small, delicate movements. You might see her brush her fingers across her neck, rub her arm, or smooth out the fabric on her leg or sleeve. These little actions are more than just casual habits. They often show that she's feeling a mix of excitement and self-awareness. This kind of body language usually happens when she's a bit nervous or trying to calm herself while being in your presence. It's not about drawing attention in an obvious way, but about comfort and connection. If you're in a conversation and she starts doing this, especially paired with a soft voice or shy smile, chances are she feels something more than just friendliness. This type of self-touch is usually subtle, so you need to pay close attention. When combined with other signs, like eye contact, smiling, or leaning in, it strengthens the possibility that she genuinely enjoys being around you and is quietly hoping you'll notice. 4. Relaxed wrists. A girl's posture can reveal a lot about how she feels around you, especially in how she holds her arms and hands. One subtle but powerful sign is when her wrists appear relaxed or loosely bent as she sits or stands. Her arms may stay close to her body, with her forearms raised and wrists softly hanging. This kind of posture gives off a calm and gentle vibe. What makes this gesture meaningful is that it usually shows a sense of comfort and openness. It doesn't come across as guarded or tense. Instead, it suggests she feels safe and at ease, especially when she's engaged in a conversation with you. It's also a nonverbal way of showing that she's being herself around you, without needing to act tough or overly formal. Pay attention to this when you're having a casual moment or sitting near each other. If her posture remains relaxed and her wrists are exposed or loosely positioned, it's a quiet signal that she feels good being in your company. Combined with other positive body language, it's a strong sign of interest that might go unnoticed unless you're really observant. 5. Showing her wrists or palms. The way someone uses their hands while talking can reveal a lot about how they feel. If a girl often shows her wrists or keeps her palms facing upward during a conversation, it's a sign she's feeling open and comfortable with you. These gestures might happen while she's laughing, fixing her hair, or simply resting her hand on a table. Wrists and palms are delicate areas, and when someone exposes them, it usually means they don't feel threatened or closed off. Instead, it suggests trust, friendliness, and interest. If she's doing this often when you're speaking, it might be her body's way of encouraging connection without saying a word. You might also notice it when she's holding something, like a phone, cup, or even her handbag, if she angles her wrist toward you in the process. These open-handed movements are subtle, but they show that she's not just present. She's engaged, relaxed, and possibly hoping you'll notice her. It's not a guaranteed sign on its own, but when paired with eye contact, laughter, and a friendly tone, it paints a clear picture. She enjoys being around you and may be feeling more than just casual interest. 6. The over-the-shoulder look. You've probably seen this look in photos or movies, a girl glancing over her shoulder with a soft, tilted expression. It might seem like just a photogenic pose, but it actually holds a lot of unspoken meaning. When a girl looks back at you over her shoulder, especially with a gentle smile or slight head tilt, it's often a subtle signal of playful attention. This pose highlights her facial features and makes her appear more approachable. The slight turn of the head adds a sense of mystery and curiosity. It's also a naturally graceful movement, which is why it's so common in portraits and modeling. But when done in real life, especially while she's around you, it often means she's trying to catch your attention in a casual, light-hearted way. This gesture may come with a soft laugh, a raised eyebrow, or even a quick glance to see your reaction. If she pairs it with a smile or continues the conversation with a warm tone, she's most likely showing that she enjoys your presence and maybe even wants a little more of your attention. 7. Tilting her hips while standing. When a girl is standing near someone she likes, her posture often changes without her realizing it. One of the most subtle changes is a slight tilt of her hips or a shift in her stance that highlights her natural curves. It's not necessarily a dramatic move, just a soft, relaxed posture that shows confidence and comfort. This kind of body language shows that she's aware of how she's presenting herself around you. It's a quiet way of saying she wants to look her best, even if she's not consciously thinking about it. She might shift her weight to one leg, place a hand on her hip, or lean slightly while standing. All of these movements make her posture more fluid and graceful. When combined with a warm smile, gentle eye contact, or light conversation, this posture says a lot. It communicates that she's comfortable, confident, and possibly enjoying your company. While it's not a guaranteed sign, it's one of those little details that, when added to other clues, helps paint a clearer picture of her interest. 8. Highlighting her hips. Sometimes, the way a girl moves can give you quiet clues about how she feels. When she's interested in someone, she might start standing or walking in a way that naturally highlights her hips. It's not necessarily something she does on purpose. It often happens when she's feeling confident, upbeat, or happy around someone she likes. This could look like her standing with one hand on her waist, gently swaying while walking, or shifting her stance during conversation. These small movements show she's relaxed and present in the moment. She might be a bit more expressive in how she moves, which helps her stand out and draw your attention. When a girl feels good around someone, she often doesn't hide it. Her body language becomes more open and expressive, and these movements are part of that picture. If she pairs them with good eye contact, smiling and laughing at your jokes, there's a good chance she's enjoying herself and wants you to notice. 9. Where her knees are pointing. If you're sitting across from a girl, one of the easiest ways to figure out who she's focused on is by watching where her knees are pointed. Our bodies naturally aim toward what we're most interested in. So if she's sitting with her legs crossed but her knees are directed at you, even in a group setting, that's a solid nonverbal clue that you have her attention. This is even more obvious in casual settings like cafes, or during conversations in a relaxed group. If she adjusts her posture so that her whole body, including her knees or feet, is aligned with you, it shows focused interest. Sometimes she may even lean in slightly, showing she's really listening and engaged in what you're saying. It's not always something she plans. It's usually automatic. But that's exactly why it matters. When people feel drawn to someone, their body follows their emotions. So next time you're talking to her, take a quick glance at her posture. If her knees are pointed toward you while the rest of the room fades into the background, it's probably not a coincidence. 10. The leg cross. The way a girl crosses her legs when sitting can give off a lot of subtle messages. One of the most classic and noticeable positions is the leg twine, where one leg is crossed tightly over the other, creating a neat and graceful silhouette. This position shows poise, control, and confidence, and it's a very intentional way of presenting herself. When a girl sits like this near someone she likes, it often means she's feeling composed and wants to be seen in her best light. It's a very natural and common posture, but it carries meaning when paired with other signs, like frequent glances, warm conversation, and open body language. This sitting style also tends to show a relaxed but polished energy. She might sit upright, maintain eye contact, or lightly swing her foot. These are little clues that she's enjoying the moment and feeling good around you. If you see this body language along with positive interaction, it's a safe bet that she's trying to make a good impression and is genuinely interested in connecting with you. So there you have it. 10 body language signs that can quietly reveal when a girl is genuinely interested in you. Remember, one sign alone doesn't always mean something, but when several of these show up together, it's a strong signal she sees you in a special way. The more you understand these subtle cues, the easier it gets to recognize real connection versus just being friendly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And let me know in the comments. Have you noticed any of these signs before? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.